And now onto the output module, which only has 3 controls, but they are very, very important because the output is the final stage before your sounds are released out into the wild, wild world. So you want to make sure they're in tip-top shape. So we'll get our sequence going, and I will start off with the tilt here. What the tilt does is it allows you to have a little bit of control over the overall tonal quality of your output. So as we turn it to the right, we start filtering out some of the lower frequencies and boosting some of the higher frequencies. And then turning it to the left does the opposite. It is rather mild, but that is a good thing because once you get everything in here, the granulator and different resonators and bodies and all the modulation, find that it is a very valuable little final touch to put on your sound. The next control is one of my favorites within the whole module, and that is the chorus button. So let's get this going one more time. There are 2 different types of chorus. So right now it is off. I'm going to switch on the first. Pretty drastic difference. And then the second version of chorus, which is a little faster in your modulation rate. And of course, one more click turns it all off. Before I move on to the final control, which is the limit button, I just want to point out that this nice little visual window here is the oscilloscope showing the sound of our final product within Kaivo. And finally, there's a limiter. I personally never turn the limiter off or hardly ever turn the limiter off when I'm using Kaivo. However, a lot of people have their favorite limiter plugins and whatnot. You certainly do not have to use it, but it does help. And I feel like I like to at least leave it on while building a patch, especially if there's going to be a lot of noise and a lot of big dynamic changes, just, you know, to be safe with my ears. So what the limiter does is it caps off the volume of your output signal at just below the clipping level. It works like any traditional limiter in that it makes sure that the volume signal coming out of Kaivo and then into your DAW or wherever else you're sending it doesn't ever go past a level that would clip or distort your audio. And just as an example to show you, I loaded up one of my more noisy patches, and I want you to pay attention to the oscilloscope in the output module. Watch the change in the size of the waveform when I toggle that limiter on and off. So here it is with it on, and now with it off. And you can see with my waveform here, the top and bottom of it at certain points are actually going outside of this oscilloscope window. That means it's clipping. So slap that bad boy back on there, and now I have no clipping. All right, I hope you've enjoyed this video in the Kaivo series. For more information about Kaivo and other amazing Madrona products, please visit the link in the video notes.